What is going on, SoFi fans? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. So SoFi is looking very much primed and ready for a nice breakout. I'm going to give you a good overview of the data points, what recently happened, so I'll give you some good updates in that regard, and everything else that you need to know. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that, let's get right to it. So currently up 3.84%, so a little bit more of a tentative rally today. And that is largely because of an analyst reiteration. So Jefferies did reiterate their $8 target, and that is largely because of the Fireside chat that did occur at JP Morgan Global Technology, Media and Communications Conference on the 24th. And Anthony was able to answer everything very well because unfortunately, ever since the Q1 earnings, there was a very big perception the fact that they have too much risk on their balance sheet, too much bad loans, and they're not necessarily doing what technically should be done. But Anthony was able to provide a lot of good context to his reasoning and why, obviously to affect returns and so forth, and at least to protect returns, I guess I should say. That was his thesis ultimately. Highly recommend you guys reading the article by Steven on SoFi, because I think that's a very good breakdown of everything that you need to know for the Fireside chat, in case you guys don't want to listen to, for instance, the 34 or 35 minute Fireside chat. But it is available on SoFi's website on a side note. But other than that, though, there is no SEC filings, no press releases, nothing along those lines. But going back over here for a second, as you can see, there is a lot of big events coming up. So keep in mind, look at exactly what the Fireside chat happened on the 24th. There's several more conferences that they are participating in, one of which is on June the 7th. So that is the Piper Sandler Global Exchange and FinTech Conference. The 12th, there is that Morgan Stanley US Financials, Payments, and CRE conference, and then there's the shareholder meeting on the 14th. So a lot of big things coming SoFi's way. And of course, if the prices stay how they are, I do anticipate probably Anthony to increase his position once again. He's been doing a phenomenal job, and like I've mentioned in the past, a lot of companies that I do cover and that I've just invested in, I wish their CEOs were even remotely a fraction of what Anthony Noto is. So let me know you guys' thoughts on that in the comments below. Overall, I'll give you guys a quick summary of everything else. So as of right now, the market just opened around an hour ago. There's currently $302,000 in call premiums and $94,000 in puts. So clearly people are anticipating it to continue to trend up, and looking as far as the breakdown of the calls, majority of which is around here. So the 650 by June, mid-June. So maybe they are anticipating something positive to come from these actual conferences. I'm not sure. I'm not a financial advisor. So let me know you guys' thoughts on all of that in the comments below. Over and above that, you can tell that a lot of big money has been getting in. So even more so, not necessarily today. Obviously today's a Friday, a little bit lower volume in general, but yesterday there was 3.37 million, 1.41 million, day before 5.09, 1.83. So a lot of big money has been slowly and consistently getting back into SoFi. So that might mean something, might not mean anything. I'll leave it up to you guys to make that determination, because I know some retail investors do generally like to look at what big money is doing behind the scenes. And similarly, when it comes down to big money, I'll give you guys a quick overview of, for instance, what shorts are doing. So currently, short score is 75, utilization is 100%. Short score has gone up on a side note. Currently, they are increasing 313.59 thousand shares. 13.64% of the free float is being shorted, and that works out to be almost about 109 million shares. Cost to borrow, still, it's very, very low, so 1.36%. And I'm bringing this up only because of a benchmark, and it's a good benchmark to use, but generally I don't see a squeeze happening anytime soon unless there's either a takeover or some very big surprise catalyst. So once again, it is what it is, but definitely some things to watch for is it closing above this 532, because if it does happen, then you can see most likely it'll be trading between the 559, 576 and so forth. So definitely I think big things might be coming in its future, especially as well looking at stochastic. It is at 73, so a little bit high. It is in the higher percentile of the boiling band though, so it might need to consolidate a little bit, but still you do have behind the scenes the fact that it is at a substantial discount. So you kind of will have to see exactly how that plays out, but the fact that it is closing above, or hopefully will close above this 532, will insinuate that the trend will continue up. Looking here, number of retail investors are slowly getting out today in the last several days. I don't know why. Once again, maybe I'm missing the memo on a lot of these things, because similar to what happened here just people started to get out. No rhyme or reason to it. So again, that might mean something, might not mean anything, but generally speaking, I do agree with Steven's viewpoint on this, that it is going to be a very big thing. And even if it doesn't necessarily become a massive company overnight, it is making progress. And you can tell that based on the quarter over quarter earnings on every one of their metrics. So I think in general, SoFi is going to be a huge company in the coming years, but you have to be aware that they are a innovative company in one of the oldest sectors in the whole stock market. That is a very hard and difficult task. And as you can tell based on the analyst ratings, these are the competition for the most part. Not all of them, but some of them are. And of course, they do not want to see SoFi succeed. So one way to do that is to downgrade it and give a $2.50 rating. And because of Wedbush, that did cause it to go down to $4.45. Very funny stuff behind the scenes, but at the time, very scary. So once again, let me know you guys' thoughts on that in the comments below. Give yourself a shout out if you have been buying, selling, holding, what you have been doing. So let me know you guys' thoughts and where you see things going. Do you think it is going to be back at the $6 maybe next week, or potentially as a result of these conferences? So again, it is what it is. I do believe that the Morgan Stanley one also has a fireside chat. I don't think the Piper Sandler one does, but still, who knows? Let me know you guys' thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And with that said, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on SoFi.